what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We are just gonna randomly do a race, I guess. I'm not sure if we're gonna do flat, or sorry, I don't even know the name of the series. Shimano's series. If we're gonna take a second poke. We got an opportunity to do range 1, which is lower than what we usually do, because we're usually in range 2, because that just hits with this time slot. So might do that and see how we fare with people that are a bit lower than normal, in the sense that I think a lot of times in the range 2 we've got a lot of Bs in there, and that pushes the pace for sure. You can see that we've got the new stance for the Tron bike. And that's the other part. We might switch up the bike. I'm not going to ride the Tron. I rode that for ZRL the other day. Worked all right, I guess. Faster, and it's hard to say. I ran the Pinarello with a disc. It was okay. I would like to be faster up the climb, because that's where I'm going to get dropped if I'm going to get dropped. And at the end of the day, I think the Pinarello with the Envy is the faster for that. It's a good all-round bike though. And I feel with loop-to-loop, it's kind of pick your poison a little bit. So we'll see. It's either that or we do some crit racing. I don't know. Hey, Flicker, how's it going? Welcome to this stream. Thanks for dropping in. So we're just going to warm up on Tempest and take it from there. If you have any, what would you prefer to see, I guess, guys? Would you rather see me take another crack at loop-to-loop? Or do you want to see me do some crit racing? The crit racing's open, though. It's by cat. It's cat divisions, but it's kind of like pick your poison. And I was looking, and there's a lot of Bs and a lot of everybody, because they just have open cats. So even if you go in Cat C, there are people that are going to jump in there because they want to go hard, going good, realizing I'm super far out of shape. It doesn't take that long to get back into it. You just, one day at a time, one pedal stroke at a time, right? Just got to take it easy, rolling in. And that's all we're doing. So again, I don't know, we might stick with the Tron. We'll see. Tron's kind of like the Rolly course champ. I mean, the little Zwift KOM there isn't a huge climb. And you can really kind of power through it, especially, I don't know if you guys saw Marky Mark's video, but he does an awesome job of just sending it up there, you know, like a beast. And we might try different tactics. Normally I reserve and kind of stick with on the steep corner and then pace myself. We might go a little gangbusters first, try to put a little bit of hurt in there and then sit in. I'm not sure how to sort of approach that, but yeah, we'll see how we do, I guess, is kind of ultimately at the end of things. Just got my trainer today, did my first couple miles on Zwift, and I'm dead. Hey, that's a start, man. That's awesome though. How are you enjoying it? It's been a long time since I've done my first few miles on here, so How do you like the platform? I'm curious. As a new Zwifter. And Patty Shorts did not help me. Yeah, that's something that that is never fun on the trainer, is that because of the static position, it is not the most comfortable at times. And can be a bit of a struggle, but you know, you get used to it over time. Like, and it really depends, like if you're using what you're using for a bike and how that compares to your outdoor bike, or if you're using your outdoor bike, and even if it is your outdoor bike, sometimes because there isn't a ton of movement in the bike itself, unless you're on a rocker plate or have like a Zwift Move or something like that, that gets a little bit too static, especially the longer you go. You love it. Awesome. Awesome. That's awesome to hear. Well, congrats and welcome to the community, and glad you're enjoying it. And it's just one day at a time. Like, you know, you just keep on adding, and then next thing you know, it's, you know, not just a few kilometers, it's a few 100 kilometers, and it's a few 1,000 kilometers, and then it just keeps on adding up from there. So that's awesome. All right. It's a bit out. Still got a bit of time to make a decision what I want to do here, whether I want to do this crit race or, like I said, do loop-to-loop. Loop-to-loop is not a course that I particularly like, but like I said, I don't get the opportunity necessarily to hit that range as much. I am actually supposed to be doing a trainer road workout, but I am skipping that and racing instead. Which I've been pretty disciplined with the training stuff, so we're gonna skip it for today. We got VO2 max anyways, and threshold on the weekend, so we probably should just do an endurance ride, but hey. I'm starting at the bottom. I haven't rode a bike regularly in years. Picked up my bike 2 years ago and rode it for 3 times. Now it's my Zwift bike. Nice, nice. Now the nice thing about riding Zwift indoors is that you can push yourself. If you find yourself that you go a little too hard or a little too far, it's never too far from home. And you're right, you'll build up your fitness, and then next thing you'll be outside, and before you know it, you'll be doing both. I haven't sat in a chair for the past 5 years for work. Oh, I've sat in a chair for the past 5 years for work and barely exercise. Yeah, it takes some getting used to. I'm largely in an office, and yeah, throughout the day, it's kind of spend a lot of time. Lucky I have a sit-stand desk, so I don't always have to be sitting. But I try to start the day with a workout, like a gym workout, and then I try to ride the bike in the evening. Is kind of how I counteract all that stuff. And definitely I have a sit-stand, but I never stand. Fair enough. You know, I'll say this about sit-stand desks. Sometimes when you do stand, it does get tiring. You do actually have to sit down. You know, I don't know how. There's some guys that do it all day long, but I mean, with the riding and the working out, I can't. And to be honest, some of the guys that stand all day start having some issues as well. And they have to get those big, thick rubber mats to kind of counteract the impact of being on concrete you know, with like a little tiny thin layer of carpet all day long. So, but whatever works, whatever works. So we're just going to slow roll probably 10-15K before the event, whichever we decide on doing. So, and again, I haven't really decided. I think we're going to do loop to loop is probably where we're going to land. We should see, let's sign up for that. And that should pop up here. I think start time's 4:15. I opted to not do WTRL tonight. Like I said, initially I wanted to do an endurance ride. I'm not really feeling that. I was just gonna do that and watch some TV, but we'll kind of go with this. Even though my legs are noodles from doing 5 miles earlier, I'm meeting with a friend on Zwift to ride. Nice. Nice. That's always good to have friends too that can hang out with you virtually or otherwise. I mean, that's what makes riding fun. Hanging out with people that you know. So that's good. It's good that you have that. And volcano circuit's nice. You get to do laps. You can pick how many laps. Or just go or do a time thing and see how many laps you can do. It's, like I said, the world's your oyster. It's nice in that way. I kind of want to, because I got half an hour jump on Trainer Road and do like half the workout, but I also don't want to mess up the thing, because I'm going to have to change my calendar to adapt accordingly. Probably going to get in trouble for riding because I'm not racing WTRL. I just initially just didn't have it in me. I just didn't see myself doing it. It's been a rough week. The last ZRL race was tough. And this race that I'm going to do again here earlier in the week is tough, and I expect it to be tough again. Oh, nice, nice. So you're both starting together, so it's awesome. Yeah, it's good to have. That's the other thing. It's if you're just starting out, that's good. You can keep each other accountable and go for rides, and that's awesome. It's like outdoors. I mean, I've got friends that keep me accountable. Hey, Caden, thanks for the ride on. Yeah, people that keep me accountable, because sometimes, I might not feel like it, but they get me out there, so always good. So yeah, we've signed up for Loop to Loop. We've got like 28 minutes of warm up. We might not even. Oh, we're not going to pedal that hard. Keep it nice and light. It's one of the reasons I joined Zwift, because of the community aspect. Yeah, it's good. There's always kind of chatter going on with Zwifters nearby, and like I said, as you progress and you move into racing, like I've been on the dirt team for like 5 years now, so a good group of guys that keep you motivated, even though, like I said, I'm kind of being bad today and not racing a time trial. Sorry, Brian, if you're watching or you watch this in replay. I'm just being lazy. It's kind of my MO with TTTs. So weather's finally turned here. We're finally in the pluses. It's like almost a, we hit +9. So it's like a 40 degrees Celsius swing. Went from like -30 to +9. So I expect to get sick in the next couple days with the weird temperature swing. Generally what happens. Racing will be a long-term goal. I can barely do a few miles. I gotta put on. Hey, Steph, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I'm questioning my sanity at this point for doing it again. There was a crit race too. I thought about doing that, but it was open and it was stacked, so we're gonna stick to loop to loop. The nice thing is that this is range 1, where usually I race range 2. So we'll see kind of what the difference is pace-wise for that. In the sense that range 1 being the slower by, I think it's 60 points. I think it tops out at 390. Instead of 450. So that's 60 points in classification. Might make a big difference. It might not. It might not make any. To be honest, is range 1 tougher? What the heck? No, it can't be. Tell me it's not. Then I'm going to go do the range 1. So 270 to 390 is my range. If I race range 2, if we can find range 2. Yeah, see, if I range 2, it's 330 to 450 for me. So range 1's for me is easier. Ah, there you go, there you go. So it varies between them. Yeah, it's, we'll see. We'll see how it kind of plays out. Since I'm in here, I may as well take a look. So we got 16 signed up. C, 1B, C, another B. Yeah, this might not be any better. How are there so many B's so low? Last one I did was Outer Scotland. 10 A's, 11 B's. Oh, see, that just hurts me looking at that. Like, I mean, you're clearly racing very well given your categorization to be in that group. But I mean, it's just nuts to me. Just absolutely nuts. Ah, yes, the bet bot. We'll get that started. So if you're on YouTube, betting is open. We got 16 in the race so far. I want some opinions on bike. So on Monday when I raced this, I raced with the Pinarello with disc wheel. And for anybody that watched that saw how that went. So my question, should I go Pinarello with the Envies or should I go with the Tron? Which way should I go? Came 11th with the lead pack. That's awesome. That's awesome stuff. I don't think we'll see any regulars in the race tonight because this is not a regular race for me. And Danger Noodle is fun. Your definition of fun is different than mine. Danger Noodle, I got spat out like badly. It was just, I knew what was going to happen and where it was going to happen. I had a couple okay moments. I almost got dropped a second time when I got caught up by another group. They almost dropped me as well. It was just bad. I should have maybe just stuck. That's right, because if you stop, it's like the broski pose. I don't know what you call that, the pistolero or the hip swagger or whatever. Yo, Miguel. First place. Nice. Nicely done. Geez, Steph. You're killing it. Absolutely killing it. Top 10, 500. I don't know if that's a safe bet. In all honesty, like I said, I don't know what to do with bike, whether I stick with this Tron and go Tron for this time round, or go to the Pinarello with the Envy, which will give me that little bit of boost in the climb, but it's going to lose something in the rest of the race. Calvin Klein pose looks better from an angled rear view. There we go. Yeah. I went Tron for Danger Noodle, just to try it out. I haven't ridden a Tron bike in a long, long time. That's why it's actually loaded here. It did okay. It did okay. It wasn't great. I didn't feel great in the climb. I didn't feel great anywhere really on it. It's just kind of what it is. But the thing is, if you look at it raw data wise, the Tron is faster than the Pinarello with the Envies overall. But it's slower than the Pinarello with the disc. So I think it's kind of a nice in between maybe. You don't get too much in places, but you don't give away too much either. Yeah, well, that Pinarello bike, honestly, is so fast. It is, it's a great bike. And marked with a disc, it's like, you're gonna crush people in there. It's fast. Like, I mean, it deals with the Venge, but it doesn't have the disadvantage the Venge has on the climbs. That's what it comes down to. And it's funny you mentioned that you dropped the Tron guy on the downhill, because that's where I got in trouble on the last part. Was I almost got dropped there as well. I had to latch back on in the rollers because I was in the super tuck and people were pulling away. So I don't know. So we're gonna go Pinarello. With the Envy. And hopefully that's going to help me enough in the up bits. I mean, I have a bad habit of rolling to the front. Early on, so we will see. We will see. All right. Are you racing TTT tonight, Miguel? I'm paying hooky. I'm going to get in trouble if Brian finds out that I was racing. I'm going to be in so much trouble. Honest to God, I just had an endurance ride planned, and then I didn't feel like I wanted to do that endurance ride. So here we are. It's not necessarily the most thought out thing, but I'm not known for thinking things through at the best of times. No, but it working out. Oh, I know. I'm surprised I haven't seen it yet. But if he knows you're at work, he knows he doesn't have that leverage. So, and I don't even know what the course is tonight, to be honest. I mean, I could have probably, I guess, dipped in last minute and done it, but. Miguel races all the time, at least he looks like that. He does. He's, I know they're very happy that he joined Dirt. I might race Loop tomorrow. Saturday's not very often. Ah, you're a crazy man. I would save those legs. I would just, if I was you, just do a light spin and save them. Oh, it's Innsbrucking. That's right. Yeah, there's no way. It's probably why I didn't get a message, because he knows I'll say no. Leg snapper. How many times? Like 2, 3 times? How many laps? How many laps was it, Steph? That's, yeah, no. Mind you, I'm doing loop-to-loop again, which is just as stupid in my mind, but that's just kind of how we roll. Three times, yeah. You got to play with a course like that. You do it 3 times. You got, the first time it's like, okay, first time. It's like, okay, that sucked. But next time it's like we're over half done. One more, it's not a big deal, and then you're done. But it's, I don't know. It's a range of emotions. And the bad thing is with team time trial is that for me, I find that I'm getting pushed probably harder than I want to go on the climbs. So, yeah, nice. I decided to do accelerate to elevate with a sub-hour Alp tonight for no real good reason. Should have rained. Oh, Mark. But good job on a sub-hour Alp, man. That's awesome. See, I'm glad you said that, Mark, because sometimes I feel like I'm the only person that makes really bad life decisions on the bike, like really bad ones. Like I'm known for it, and I'm glad to see that I'm in good company and that I'm not the only one that just will do something and then be like halfway through it. Why exactly am I doing this? Like, what was I thinking? Clearly I wasn't. Saturday is sort of flat. It's the S's with sprints and Tempest, Seaplane climb, then back to Volcano KOM, 2 sprints. Yeah, that's kind of a wild thing that you want them to be in pain to race. I get what you're saying though. Like you don't want to be cold, but to the same extent, I don't know. I don't like any kind of extra fatigue in my legs. That's why this one's going to be interesting because they are. I still feel Monday, Tuesday. Monday, Tuesday is kind of a weird thing. It's like Monday, I think sometimes I go too hard and it has a real negative effect on Tuesday. And then sometimes on Monday, I go hard and then something will happen and then I don't go as hard because I know Tuesday and I still don't do well on Tuesday. Tuesday is just tough. ZRL is just tough. I don't know about you guys, but Zwift Games too, I've been looking at the stuff for that, which will be a fun 5-week kind of thing. The epic at the end is, that is, for someone like me, it's just going to be torture. Absolute torture. But we'll do it anyways. What can I say? First 2 weeks are going to be all right. It's up my alley. Week 3, a little punchy, but can still maybe hang. And then it just gets ugly from there for a guy like me. All right, let's jump in the pen. Hey, Plague Fitness, how's it going? Thanks for the raid, my dude. Appreciate it. Oh. So for those of you on YouTube, betting is open. You can bet those valuable points if you choose. All right. 9 minutes. So Zwift Games are not like ZRL in that it's once a week. Their events are every hour. So you can take multiple kicks at the can. They've got 3 divisions of sort of points. There's 2 stages that are sprint, where you'll get sprint points. There's a stage for climbing, or 2 stages for climbing, and then there's 1 epic. And as the weeks progress, the elevation gets more, the distance gets longer, and I think like the final stage is like 44.1 kilometers with like 897 meters of climbing. So, you know, that's a stage. That's a rough ride. You know, that's going to take some people. I think your faster riders, you're looking at an hour 15, 20. For the vast majority of people, you're probably looking closer to the 2 hour mark. Hey, Lee. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm making bad life choices. I am supposed to be doing a training ride, and I don't feel like doing it, which is probably stupid because it's an endurance ride, so it wouldn't actually be too fast. So instead, I kind of came on early, did some riding around, and now I'm going to do loop-de-loops. So you can bet on how this is going to play out. The only change is I'm going with the Pinarello with the Envy. So going with a lighter wheel setup than we did on Monday. We are in range 1 instead of range 2. So we're in 270 to 390 instead of like 320 to 450 or something like that, whatever that range is. So there's still a few Bs in here. I'm just hoping for a little bit less of a nutty pace. Hey, don't get dropped. How's it going, man? So we'll see. We'll see. I am still nowhere near winning anything in 2025. I think it's going to continue that way for a while. I was going to do a crit race to end it, and then I quickly realized that everybody in it was an open cat, so I was going to get absolutely smashed, especially with no teammates. So we decided to do this instead. Again, bad idea, but that's just how we roll. You know, I get a bad idea, I do it. That's how it is. That's how my primitive ape-like mind. I died today on this one. I died on this one on Monday. My legs hurt, and I'm probably going to get my ass kicked again today. Just to let me know that that's racing, I guess. And even if I'm in a lower cat, not to expect anything. But we'll see. We'll see. The plan is be as lazy as possible, survive the climbs, and hopefully be in contention at the end and not be spat out the back. But I don't think there's going to be a ton of people. Well, it's 10 people, maybe we'll get 15 or 20, I don't know. Yeah, but everybody you're racing, Eric, is extremely fast. I mean, it is absolutely crazy. So we got 5 minutes to go. If your bets are in, your bets are in. Just do that twice. Well, that's the problem. I think it killed me the first time. Like I said, lighter wheel setup. We're going to see if it makes a difference. I rode the Tron bike for Danger Noodle. In some ways it was good. In some ways it was bad. It's tough. You might win top 10 by default. Hey, default. There's 14 people now. Maybe I should get that and put that in the list of things to add. Yeah, 330 to 450. Like I said, I don't know if my legs have recovered enough, and like I mean it's the culmination of race Monday, race Tuesday, and then Wednesday is squats and deadlifts. So I mean, it's my legs on today are like destroyed. And that's why I usually like the endurance ride. And like I said, I wasn't even pumped to do that, but I don't know. I just, like I said, make bad life choices every once in a while. And here I am making them again. But yeah, I was doing deadlifts and squats, and so my legs are completely cooked. But it will be interesting just as a complete non-science kind of experiment to see how this feels compared to Monday, because Monday is always the higher range, and you know, I obviously fit in this lower range, and yet I race that every week. Hey Ryan, welcome to the stream, man. So should be good. Well, at least the bot's being polite today and isn't like screaming breakaway yet as its usual taunt. Looking forward to your video tomorrow, Ryan. Should be good. Ooh, range 1, 510, 649. Too much. Too much. My legs hurt thinking about that. Yeah, and I think there's probably a lot of C's that maybe fall into that range too. Some higher C's. But for you to be racing A's and B's, there we go. Hey Eric, good to see you. Like I said, this is, I have no idea what to predict here because I have done nothing to make this an easy race for myself, for my legs. And allowed to race. Yeah, that's good though. I don't know, like, ZRL's fast, you know, it's a step up. I would say everybody, because we're in C1, they are fast. They are fast. Lots of guys, like I was going to say, Miguel, the guy that won our race, I think the first few are all Bs. So they got promoted throughout the season. All right.
Next question. Yeah, hi, can you ride fast? Fuck you!
Oh, the humanity, he is slower than a disabled sausage dog.
Hey, George. Thanks for the follow, Talon. Maybe, George, maybe. Oh, draft fan. It's 3 in a row.
Ale, 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 ale! Ale, 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 ale!
Whew.
Ale, 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 ale.
He is.
Ale, 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 ale.
Next question. Yeah, hi, can you ride fast? Fuck you!
Ale, 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 ale. Ale, 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 ale.
There we go. Oh.
JD, you're a Marine. What the hell was that? Get your sorry ass back into boot camp. Stat.
Have a good one, Miguel. Ooh. Leonard was way out there, eh? 3.6. He must have been the categories B. Thanks, Chris. Thanks, Lee. Thanks, Steph. Oh. Well, at least I felt like I was in it until until I wasn't. But yeah, it would have been better, I think. Had this pace been on Monday, I think it would have been an even better outcome. Instead of race, squat and deadlift day, race. So, thanks. And try to pace myself on that first one. I didn't want to kind of go all in, because that would set an early tone that I didn't want to keep up. It's tough because it's not flat, but no, we're okay with that. We're okay with that. We're okay with it being a Wednesday stream, and I got my little harder than endurance workout in, so that's good. Although Trainer Road might not appreciate that as much as I did. But overall, not so bad. Not so bad. I hate this court, can't believe you do. Yeah, you know, I hate it too, and I just felt like because on Monday I got dropped before the climb. I kind of expected to get dumped on the second one. Like, I know guys that are much better than me, like Peter, have problems on the second time up as well. So, I mean, I wasn't too happy with like getting dumped before it. So, like, losing it at the top is, I mean, it's better than my Monday race. Granted, it's a category down. You can definitely, I can definitely feel the difference. Like, I didn't feel like for the first half of the race I was struggling at all. Whereas on Mondays, especially this past Monday, like, it was work through the S's just to keep attached sometimes. And, you know, that's why I don't really, as far as ranges go, like, I don't care where I am. I prefer to get pushed because that's just going to make me better. I mean, results are great and it's nice to win and all that kind of stuff. But truth of the matter is I don't have anything on the stream deck for me winning. So I just have a bunch of insults, so it's not a big deal. I suppose I should pay out all those people that pick top 10, though. All you guys betting on the races here. And it was top 10, so everybody should be paid out, which is good. 75% of you won money, 25% of you didn't. So congratulations to all those who bet on there. Other than that, I don't know, bonus stream. What do you guys think? Like a Monday, Wednesday? We don't have ZRacing we don't have ZRL for another month till March. So I don't know, you guys let me know if you want to see me do more of these. Well, it's Thursday. Monday, Thursday races. Or Monday, Wednesday. Or Monday, Tuesday. I don't know, you tell me. You guys tell me what it is you want to see, because usually I ride Monday, Tuesday. Wednesday I take off the bike. Thursday is either TTT or training ride, and then Saturday is my brutal hour and a half thing, dirt series. I'd say, I suppose I am on a dirt team, and I think we will definitely have guys doing it. So maybe I will take a look. We'll see how that sort of fits in. Great work, you race a whole watch. I appreciate that, Lee. The nice thing about it not being anything that's series related is that the time slot can always be sort of this earlier slot, which I actually like, because I just get off work, I come home, I stretch, throw on the bib shorts, jump on the bike, and then get going, and then I do a bunch of work in the evening, so it all kind of works. I just have to get, a certain specific amount of training stress as per the training plan, which, like I said, this is maybe a little heavier than I wanted to go, but it's also about 20 minutes shorter than I would have gone. So we will see. We will see. Lots of good races on Wednesdays. Now, anybody who's Cat C too, like, let me know in the Discord what if anybody else wants to race. Like I said, on Mondays, like usually it's Easy and Miguel and Peter, although Miguel's doing FRR, so he'll be hurting in a little bit here. It's that series is tough. And again, if you guys have seen the Zwift Games thing, I don't know if you've seen the Queen stage or not, but if you haven't seen the Zwift Games, take a look at the Queen stage. It is going to be absolutely brutal race. One thing that they have done this year that they didn't do in the last couple years is everybody races the same stuff. So in the past, C's and D's could do the races, but they would be shorter courses. This time, there's no escaping it. And that Queen stage is, I think it's like 40 kilometers and like 900 meters of climbing. I think for fat kids like myself, I'm looking at almost 2 hours to probably do that stage. It is going to be, for me, an absolute nightmare. It's going to be a climber's dream for guys that like climbing. Like, hopefully, Lee, actually you record and upload that and show that, because I think even though it's brutal, it is going to be a great stage for you, as well as guys like Darren. I think it's going to be an absolutely magical stage. Jarvis epic bypass, ease of Mayan in the grade. Yeah, most of the epic reverse. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. It is going to end a lot of people. And now that that's a course, I have a nasty feeling that you will see that course make its ugly appearance in ZRL, FRR, and a couple other series. But I think, in all honesty, as nasty as that is, I think it is a great climbing stage. Yeah, 92 and 2000, yeah, that's nuts. FRR, just they would just do 2 laps of it. That's how FRR would do it. It's like the everything bagel. They did everything plus, you know, some stuff on top of the bagel. They put some, you know, salmon locks in there and stuff because they added that third climb, and it's just ridiculous. Easier than the Power to the Tower. Oh, good God. But yeah, anyways, guys, appreciate it. Thanks for dropping in and short notice on a random stream. Like I said, let me know in the Discord or let me know in the comments in this video what you want to see, when you want to race, all that kind of good stuff. And we will catch you all later. If you're racing WTRL tonight, TTT, and you're not being a lazy ass like me, best of luck with your teams. Hope you do well. And those guys starting FRR on the weekend, best of luck to you. I hope you have a great series. And we will catch you all on Monday again for some more Z Racing. Until then, see ya.